Now you're starting.
Fonzie, I love you so much.
I'm sorry.
I just said so many
you're
funny
fine.
things.
No, we had said nothing funny. We did nothing. Anyway, hello, Gabe Mollica. How you doing?
Caitlin Peluffo, I'm living the damn dream.
Are you literally drinking a 7-Eleven latte?
Yeah, I needed a little perk.
Oh my God, you're such trash. Look at this. Although I will say it's not in a styrofoam cup. That's nice. That's a real
It's true.
paper cup.
The corporate. Well, then I banged it on the table. I was like, no,
You piece
don't
of
be
shit.
don't be doing that.
Don't be Zach Zimmerman.
I should
Love
be
you,
so
Zach.
honored.
Oh, but you're good? Yeah,
I'm
put
good.
it on. It's okay. Bang away. It's fine.
I love to bang.
Oh,
There we go.
my. Great. Pequeño. That's so sweet. It's a small.
It's
small.
inclusive.
Pequeño. Yeah, it's very nice. Gabe, how you doing? You feeling okay?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I thank you for having me on. I want your listeners to come see my solo show.
There we
but
go.
I'm also willing to talk about my drunk years.
No, that's good. Let's get the plugs out of the way.
Yeah.
What's your solo show called?
It's called Solo, and it's about how I don't have any friends.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Checks
And
out.
It's
I'm joking.
Yes, we're here to rip
You're a
bits.
sweet, nice boy. I'm your friend.
You are.
We're friendly.
We're friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after this, we're going to be friends.
Yeah.
There we
we're gonna
go.
we're gonna tie the knot.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't talk about a lot of my female friends in the show. I think because I don't like. There's no female in my life that I like text every day.
Well, yeah.
But I do have men in my life who I text every day. But
Really?
But I don't know anything about them. It's like the premise of the show. I'm like, they're idiots. We don't
Yeah.
talk about anything serious.
I don't think I talk to anyone every day except for Steve.
Oh,
And it's usually like, where's my fucking food? You know? Where'd you put this, you big dumb idiot? Actually, no, I text. But I also see my friends almost every day
yeah,
because of comedy.
and that's nice.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
nice.
When you so, I'm in like the solo show routine a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very isolating because like I might have one guest and like, oh, maybe I'll see one person. But when you're at the cellar every night,
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
probably seeing all types of. You're a
Yeah.
social butterfly.
Oh, I flap flap.
Do you crash during the day? Now
Yeah.
that you have this schedule.
During the day, I'm trying to. I think it's also has to do with my diet. I have a bad diet right now. I'm about to do the
Mm.
Whole30 diet to figure out what's making me feel like shit all the
Yeah,
time.
you'll isolate the variable. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Because I am bloated, crabby, and tired, and then I get really bad stomach aches. And it's
Mm.
probably something I'm eating. So
yeah, we'll figure it out.
well, thank you so much. I'm gonna work it out.
I've decided that my diet, when I buy a bunch of vegetables, chicken, shit, and then just chop everything up, I just
Mhm.
like having a giant knife, and I'll put everything in a big bowl, and I'll never feel bad. Fucking cucumber, chicken, onion, pepper, just like if I'm chopping, if I use a knife in a meal, it's
Yeah.
usually pretty good for me.
There we go. You're just like, I'm a star. Yeah, I'm Ina Garten.
Yeah, I feel like Bradley Cooper in that cooking movie where I'm like, I'm just gonna cut shit.
Bradley Cooper in a cooking movie?
You ever see Burnt? It's a real bad.
No.
Oh, it's great. He shucks 1,000,000 oysters because he's depressed,
Okay.
which is physically impossible. It's a great movie. You should
in
see
one
it.
day?
In like it's his punishment for like I burned out of the cooking scene in Paris, so I have to like I have to recompense, like I have to feel guilt, so I'll shuck 1,000,000 oysters, which like would literally take you your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe I've never heard of it. Seems riveting.
It's because you're successcul, Caitlin.
Thank
You're too
you
busy to watch shit.
so much. I just watched Survivor, and that's it. Yeah. Not so successful. So where did you grow up?
I'm Long Island. Long
Really?
Island trash, yeah.
Yeah, it's the 7-Eleven
The 7-Eleven cup.
Yeah.
Sean Donnelly, we're from the same hometown.
Oh,
Our
that's
moms go to
sweet.
church together.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're like in church, like, what did we do?
Literally, yeah. All their
Really?
friends are like, oh, our children are bankers. And like mom and Mrs. Donnelly are like, our kids are such idiots. Like when I was starting like in the New York scene, my mom would be like, I had coffee with Mrs. Donnelly. She's so upset with Sean's Trump jokes or like something like that. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. He like did Trump jokes on like Colbert or something. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, adorable.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Is she? I guess she's a little right wingy.
I guess Mrs. Donnelly is, or at least that he was talking about it. My mom's like kind of like a liberal. Like,
Yeah.
secret Catholic liberal.
Oh yeah.
We're
Don't
like-
tell anybody.
Yeah, I feel bad about abortion, but I think they should have.
yeah. But it should be there.
Yeah.
It should be there.
You're West Coast. Were you you weren't religious?
We were. They tried. They
Didn't
tried
take?
for like 5 years of my life to be Catholic,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they are still Catholic, but they didn't push it on us. We
That's
didn't.
nice.
I'm confirmed and stuff. But,
Okay, so you follow.
but they
through. That's
also
good.
love, gay people and
yeah
all that
same.
stuff, and abortions. They're very left wing and
That's fun.
it's very-
California
yeah.
Catholic.
California Catholic. I mean, we'll go on Easter and Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easter's a bonus.
Yeah.
Some people are just Christmas. You throw in Easter there,
we
yeah?
do. We throw it in. We throw it up for the big man.
Yeah.
Or my mom thinks it's a woman. So
Oh, that's
she also thinks Santa Claus is a woman.
fun. You know, you
Yeah.
hear sometimes
Mhm.
people talk about God and they're like, oh, she. My dad loves to do that.
Yeah.
He'll be talking. We're like, I don't know God, but if I did, she would say blank, blank, blank. For if you were born in 1958, that's like the most transgressive thing
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can say.
yeah.
It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
God, woman, okay.
Look at me being edgy.
Yeah, for my dad to say that in public, people are like, that man is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, do not trust him.
Yeah, my mom has always thought, she's always made Santa Claus a woman and always made what's it called? God a woman.
God, a woman.
Yeah.
I've heard God, Santa Claus is new.
Yeah.
I love. It's like mom's buying the gifts.
This was, I mean, seriously, she was like, why does he get all the credit?
Yeah.
She'll this morning, a Christmas morning, I spent it with my family, and my mom comes through the hallway with bells to wake us up. She goes, Santa's here, she's here, she dropped off all the presents. She's leaving, you're gonna miss her. And we're like, God, because we drank too much wine the night before. Me and my sister were like, we gotta get married. Just leave.
That's it. Yeah, we got to get like 80 Bryant to play female Santa. You write this. You and your mom
Okay.
can write the script.
All right, I'll
She's
do
just
it.
coming down chimneys. And
Yeah, she'd be so funny. She's like a platfall every time she
Yeah.
comes. Breaks 3 tables, coffee tables.
shit. She'd be perfect.
Yeah, she'd be great. Let's do it. Type it up. Type it
We're
up.
successful. We can get a movie.
I'm
made.
already wearing red. I'll do it. Come on. I'll fall on a table and feed some
Chris
reindeer.
Farley.
Yeah.
We need another Chris Farley.
Yeah. Okay, so grew up on Long Island.
Long Island trash.
Trash?
No, just like the people around us like weren't artists. Like
Okay.
like nobody.
Working class?
We were kind of in a fancy neighborhood, but my dad works in horse racing. Did you know this?
No.
My dad worked in horse racing when I was a kid, and then he became a lawyer, and now he's a horse lawyer.
Just for the horses?
For like jockeys and owners and shit. And he works for himself because like he could never like have a boss.
No.
Like the idea of like dad going to an office, we're like, well, that could never happen.
happen.
My mom taught Italian, so like everyone around us was like bankers or
Mhm.
like my dad came into some horse money in the late 80s and
Oh
like
my
bought this house.
God, horse money.
Yeah.
Who
So
would've
like he was
thought?
he was an agent for jockeys. So like a jockey would hire my dad. My dad would decide which horses the jockey rides.
Yeah.
You win races, you have money. You
Yeah.
lose races, no money. So like there was years like I could be like, oh, first grade, like dad had money, and then like third grade, like no good. Jockey
Yeah.
got hurt.
Oh
There's no
my
like
God.
insurance. There's no like weekly paycheck.
Yeah.
It's stressful.
So you were used to this life then?
Oh, they're
Yes.
not. They're like it's fine. Like it's
Yeah.
not animals. Like because it's when you live in horse racing, like the dumbest thing can happen, and that's why you don't have money. You're like, we lost by a nose.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah,
could
yeah.
have had money. It's-
Someone tripped.
yeah, literally, like the horse stumbled.
Yeah.
Suddenly, this giant animal stumbled, and you could have had $10,000.
Oh.
And you have nothing.
Oh,
yeah,
God, that kills you.
yeah. That's why my mom's religious.
Yeah,
It's
she
like,
prays
I
a
need
lot.
the Lord.
She's praying to the ponies. I get it. Oh my God. Yeah, God's a horse in your family.
yeah, see
Oh,
biscuit.
Seabiscuit.
I saw Seabiscuit in Saratoga,
Mhm.
and there's a scene at the beginning of the movie where they go Saratoga racetrack, and literally people cheered. I was like, we are in horse country.
That movie, Seabiscuit or whatever,
hmm
my hometown was Tanforan Racetrack,
Oh wow!
and I think he won something there.
Yeah. Okay.
You tell me, horse boy, what did he win?
He won a big match race against not was it War Emblem? No, War something. War Admiral. Some match race. So that's just 2 horses. They don't really
Okay.
do those anymore. Normally it's 8 or 10.
Okay.
Whatever. But it was just 2 like 2 horses playing one-on-one.
Okay, all right. I'll get
First to
you defense.
21, yeah.
okay. They're playing horse. Oh.
That's why you're a damn professional,
Thank
Caitlin.
you.
They're playing horse. I can't believe I said one-on-one. I'm such an idiot.
Do you even do this?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that was my life. And like I was just like a sensitive theater kid.
Yeah.
But what you learn as you get older in high school and college is like at my college, like the choir had a reputation. We're like, guys, the choir drinks. Like,
Really?
the choir gets I heard a frat guy say it once, my junior year of college. He's like,
Mhm.
you guys know the choir gets like fucked up? I was like, this is amazing.
Do you think it loosens their vocal cords? Is that what?
I think they're just so pent up
Yeah.
from a lot of people sang in like church choirs, and then
Yeah.
we're like, we're 21 and like kind of hot.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
let's touch each other and get loaded.
Why not? I'm wearing his dress. Let's use it.
Yeah. We had like the choir. We would have a Mad Dog party. Do you know Mad Dog 2020?
No.
In a
Oh God. Well, yeah, we got Philly trash over here.
Yeah. It's like in a glass bottle and it's neon.
Okay.
And it's called Mad Dog 2020. Your listeners will know.
Okay.
And it's he's pulling it up perfect. It's technically mulled wine.
Oh my God. That is blue.
Yeah.
And, oh my God. You would drink that? You would put that in your body?
We would drink it.
It looks like Gatorade.
It looks like it. You're gonna need some afterwards.
And a highlighter.
Yeah. It looks like they bled out a highlighter.
Yeah.
And so the choir would come back early from the spring semester, week before the rest of the students, to do a musical, to like rehearse like 8 hours a day. So you'd rehearse 8 hours a day, and everyone's like, "We're drinking Mad Dog."
Jesus. Oh my God. Was that college or high school?
I was college.
College.
Yeah.
What'd you do in high school?
Musical theater.
Did you drink at all?
Yeah.
Did you fuck?
One time, which is the funniest number.
I'm so happy
I just made it in there as like an American Pie moment.
Yeah? No repeat business?
No, literally. And we were dating too. It was like, we did it once. She's like, it's a week later. She's like, I think this is over. And I remember being devastated.
Oh.
Devastated.
That's got to make you feel weird about your dick.
It makes you feel weird about your whole body.
Yeah.
You're like, she saw the dick.
Everything's bad?
Yeah.
Even my personality?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's devastating. She broke up with you afterwards?
Yeah, not immediately afterwards, but like soon enough afterwards. We were
Is
like,
she gay?
No, she's got married with a kid.
Oh,
and we're friends on Instagram.
Ah, fucker.
I
You
know.
know, that's
You want to know the real kicker? This is a joke on
Yes.
the show. I dated 3 women in high school, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. Afterwards, all 3 of them went on to date the same guy.
the same guy?
The culmination was senior year, sex. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Breakup. She dates that guy.
Is this guy just a taller version of you?
He was shorter and thin, and I was like, I was the only person in the world who's like, I wish I were shorter.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10"?
Tall enough to be like, I'm not short, right?
Yeah. That's not short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't feel bad about it until one time in college. It was like, well, Gabe's short. I was like, I am? I didn't know. I've never felt short. Because I was this height in like 6th or 7th grade. So I was like, I'm fucking tall.
Yeah.
And then everybody catches up.
Yeah. That was me. In 5th and 6th grade, I was pretty much 5'8".
Oh,
and
sure.
I measured myself recently. I'm 5'7" and a half.
You're
I
shrinking.
lost half an inch.
That's
What
no
is
good.
that bullshit?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to happen?
I think maybe.
Oh, God.
I know.
And
well, your athletic years, I mean, like your competitive athletic years, were you a soccer player?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
College too?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys were having no Mad Dog though.
No Mad Dog. No, we
What
were
were
in
you guys
San
drinking?
Diego. We were drinking Arbor Mist.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
A
disgusting.
professional.
And then Sailor Jerry and
Sailor
stuff like
Jerry.
that. A lot of
Sailor Jerry and
Captain
rum.
Morgan. A lot of
Yeah.
rum-based drinks
Of course.
in San Diego.
So I don't know if you know this. You had a women's soccer podcast, and I'm a big women's soccer fan.
I love that you said, I don't know if you know this.
No,
but
no,
you
no,
had
no.
a women's soccer podcast, and I'm like, oh, did I?
No one knew. No.
No, that's true.
So my friend Emily plays for the Portland Thorns.
What?
So I watch all those games. I got Paramount Plus.
Oh, but I got Paramount Plus.
Come on.
Come on, we gotta have a watch party.
I know. Just us.
yeah,
we
it's
invite
just
the
us.
whole world, but
Yeah.
it was just us.
I know. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
it's great.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Women's World Cup coming up.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be so great. It's
It's
gonna
so
be in
fun.
Australia and New Zealand, Fonz, because I know you don't know. Okay? It's very exciting.
Fonz was here when Renan and I did our Sondheim podcast, and by the end he was like, "I think I like Sondheim." So we're teaching this fucking guy.
Yeah. Oh my God, women's soccer, the best.
It's so fun.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a team?
Well, I mean, not so much in I like New York's team, Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham.
I've
yeah.
been to their game. I watched Carly Lloyd's last game at Red Bull
sure.
Arena, which was very cool.
Yeah.
Although she was kind of nasty.
Yeah, she gets a little nasty.
She gets a little she's a little over it.
Yeah,
you know?
she has that reputation.
Yeah. She was like thanking everybody. They were doing this big thing for her, because it was the fans' last time to see her at a home game.
Yeah, legend.
She was retiring, very exciting, and she goes, Thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming out. This is like the 11th one we're doing. Thank you so much to my parents for coming to all of these. It must be so boring for you. But like, it was so
She's not
like,
gracious at all.
No, I was like, we're excited.
Yeah.
I was until 4 seconds ago when you just talked.
I know.
Now I don't like her.
I forget sometimes because we like talk for money.
Yeah.
For like a living. That like some people are just bad at it.
They're bad at it.
And you're like, you're an athlete. I thought you'd be great.
Yeah.
And you do not have that skill.
Yeah, and like watching, just this podcast just becomes me ragging on Carly Lloyd. But I was watching her, and she was one of the commentators for the World Cup. They only had her on twice, and then they stopped using her. And it's because she was mean. She was like a bully to the other guy. She was like, and just shitting on everybody.
Yeah, you got to yes and Carly.
Yeah, Carly, you got to do it.
Get her at UCB.
The job is to, it sounds horrible, but put a smile on. Jesus Christ. But she looked great. I will say she was very fashion forward. She looked great, but God, all of her comments were like, yeah, and he should have done that differently. Why did he do that? And you're just like, well, God damn it.
Yeah.
We know you know. We know you know.
I know.
You need to make it dumb for the rest of us.
Yeah, she's not transitioning gracefully.
No.
to the second chapter of her career.
No.
Well, women's soccer
Give
is
me
also...
Julie Foudy.
Oh my God.
What a commentator.
The best. She's got a podcast.
I mean.
Don't listen to it, of course. Listen to
so
this.
So does Abby Wambach. She's got a podcast with her.
Yeah,
Glennon Doyle.
I know. Look at what power couple. We thought the Sue Bird, Megan Rapinoe. I mean, God, just lesbian content for days. I'll take all of it. Do you remember that? Was it the 2011 Women's World Cup? That was like Rapinoe's coming off the bench, and she was like not famous yet. I remember following her on Twitter. She's got like 3,000 followers. I was like, and now like 4 years later, she's like the greatest goal scorer. Like amazing.
Well, what put her on the map was that cross she gave to Abby Wambach in order to get to the finals of the World Cup
beating
against
Brazil.
Oh my God, I show that to people. Best goal in any World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an exaggeration, but it's a great fucking goal.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. Anyway, roll the tape. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, that's what made Rapinoe
a star.
Yeah.
She wasn't even starting before that. She'd like come off the bench and she'd be this like, she had the bleached hair.
Yeah.
And she was like this little bumblebee, just like running around. She had more energy than everyone else because she came on later. And I remember being like, I think I have a crush on her. And then they're like, she's gay. I was like, okay. Like, that makes,
then I definitely have a crush on her.
Oh, she's inaccessible
Daddy
completely.
Wants what I can't have. Okay, so where do you go to college?
I went to a small liberal arts college called Hamilton.
Hamilton?
Uh-huh.
Did you start rapping?
I did not. It was Hamilton the musical basically like came out when I was there.
Yeah.
And so everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Like
yeah.
And Lin-Manuel Miranda came to the college my sophomore year to sing for the trustees. He was like, hey, I'm working on this Hamilton musical. It was like nothing yet. And we found out on Twitter and we like all the music nerds like snuck into the sound check. He's like, how'd you find this? We were like, oh, somebody tweeted about it. And we met him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
He was a nice boy?
He was a nice guy.
Great.
Yeah.
Gracious? Was he gracious?
He wasn't as gracious as I would have thought.
All these pigs. Huh? You don't even know what you got.
Yeah, he's aging like Carly Lloyd.
Yeah, not good. but looking great.
Always looks great.
Always looks great.
The phrase "not good." I went to my high school reunion.
God.
I know, it was terrible. And we saw a guy that we hadn't seen in a long time, and he was going up to everybody, "How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?" And he went up to one of us, and he said, "How you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing great. Like, how are you doing?" And he goes, "Not good, man. Not good." And the repeat of "not good" just says so much.
You leaned in and you were like, cancer.
You hope for cancer. You hope, you hope it's not pills. You hope it's not like, I've been divorced 3 times, I'm 28, like cancer's at least like, oh, it happened to me and now I'm fighting back. I was like, this poor, I couldn't ask. I was like, all right.
You didn't ask?
No. I was like, yeah,
begging.
man. He was
begging. He probably killed himself. It's all your fault.
God,
Gabe didn't care. I said I was not good. That was my brand.
I said it twice.
I said it. He heard me. I know he heard me. He did the head nod.
So my whole family now Not good, man. Not good.
Not good.
I told Renan that I do bits with my family. He goes, "You do bits with your mom?" I was like, "Yeah."
Renan is insane.
He doesn't know that people have fun.
The amount of craziness. He literally, one time Steve and I were laughing about something. He goes, "So you guys laugh? So you guys make each other laugh?" And we're like, "Yeah. I'm not gonna marry him if he's not making me laugh."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. He has no clue.
Yeah.
God bless him.
We need to model healthy.
Yeah.
For me, mother, son. For you, husband, wife relationships.
Yeah, come on. I gotta have a kid just so he knows that people can raise their
You're
child.
gonna play with that kid?
Yeah. Wait. Your child
Blocks?
is independent? It talks? Good God. Okay, so you go to college. Did you drink in high school?
I did drink in high school.
Do you ever make an ass of yourself?
Yeah, all the time. The first time I drank, so I was one of those, I was a 10th grader, but I was friends with 12th graders.
Oh my God, this bad bitch.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
believe me. And it was a musical theater thing.
Yeah.
And so I had all these friends who were graduating. They were doing their like senior year get drunk stuff. And I was like, in their eyes, still like, oh, the freshman who hangs out with us, who has parts in the shows. And their senior week, I had like a 10th grade English final, and I had like 5 beers and was just like annihilated, like stumbling all over the place, like flip phone.
Yeah.
And a friend drove me home and like walked me in and just like talk to my parents so I would have time to like run into my room and like go to bed.
Yeah.
And shit like that. Yeah, I was messing. Then I drank so much in college then because of the musical theater shit, and then I gave it up.
Gave it up?
Yeah, I haven't drank.
You're a sober boy?
I'm a sober boy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, hence the 7-Eleven
Yeah,
latte.
I was gonna say that's why your standards are here.
Yeah, well, there was just a period where it was like 16 to 25 where I drank like a lot. All the time.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a party.
Yeah.
It was like part of the culture. You're in the middle of nowhere. You were at least in San Diego. You could get trashed.
But it was like a party school.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. We did it. And I just kept it going.
Well, you're fun.
Thank you
what I tell
so much.
people. When you don't drink, it's like, oh, I just want to go to a diner and like hang out. But that hasn't been a part of my life in a while. I think that's why I hang out with Renan on the road. We're like, oh, salads, Cobb salad.
Jesus.
I know.
You and Renan, oh my God. Or just Renan, anything.
I know.
He was in this studio before and he went over because and then as soon as I walk up to the door, I just hear, rah, 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 and I'm just like, tell that loud Jew to hurry up. And
There's salad everywhere.
I mean, and then he leaves his garbage here and I'm like, what are you doing? You're an adult man.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Taking baths.
I love him so much.
I love him too.
Yes.
Can you imagine when he was drinking? I didn't know him then. And I'm like, oh my, I know.
I just see him on Kratom and I'm just like, he's just like, I couldn't imagine if he was also on like cocaine.
Yeah. And he used to do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He used to do it all, baby.
Yeah.
One of the first episodes I did was with him. And we were talking. He was like, one time we were having sex. And I was like, were you on top? And he was like, what? No. Never on top. I'm never going to on top. No, I never on top. And he like couldn't fathom that I was like, oh,
that is
like, you can't hold yourself up for 6 minutes. Come on.
That's so. He couldn't believe that men do that.
No, I'm never on top. No. What? Me? No. On top? No. I was like, this is wild.
Well, Caitlin, you're like an aggressive type. You like, are you ever on, sorry. Are you
Jesus
ever
Christ.
I know. Are you ever an on top person? Or like, I'm taking control. This is what we need. Or are you?
It's pretty collaborative.
It's collaborative. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, we've been 4 years with Steve and I.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you this story before you guys dated.
I was like, uh-oh.
Steve.
Well, I used to videotape you. What?
Steve and I. So I met Steve like right when he moved here. We used to go to Mike's together. And sometime in between like knowing you better and meeting Steve, at one point he just like slipped out. He's like, yeah, Caitlin Peluffo. Like, she's so funny. Like, she's so cute. And I just put it away in my head. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a type.
Yeah. I was like, and when you guys got together, I was like, okay. Like, I kind of 2018. Like, I was all over that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he told me he had a crush on me before, but we were just friends because we both had partners. And then we both got single at the same time. Then we got drunk, and then we hooked up.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that in a rom-com.
yeah, the sloppy. In Queens, in Astoria.
No, we were in Brooklyn. Thank God.
Oh, so your place.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see his first apartment?
I
The
never
room
went
was
inside.
the size of this table.
Yeah, I knew it was small,
It
and I knew
would've-
he shared it with.
If I had walked into that room before loving him, it never would have worked. I would have been like, "You live. This was your choice." Absolutely not.
When I lived in Astoria, I had like an 8x8 square. My
Ugh.
bed touched 3 walls.
Yeah,
so
that
it
was
can't
Steve.
get any smaller.
Yeah.
And I remember bringing a girlfriend back, and I remember lying in bed being like, "Oh, you must really love me."
Yeah.
Because this, even for me, like, this is so sad.
It's so bad.
I need to
Yeah.
do better.
Literally, I asked him, I was like, he was sitting typing or whatever, and he showed me pictures of his room. And I was like, "Where's your desk?" I was like, where's your bed? He was like, "I'm sitting on it." I was like, he got a fold out table, like a coffee table, for his bed to act as a desk.
Oh, sweet boy.
Oh my God. I was like, this isn't, you can't.
You can do better than
You
this.
can do-
You're a
you
professional.
deserve.
Yeah.
So, but he stayed there because it was so cheap.
Yeah, you
And he
need.
mostly stayed at my place.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I had a huge room.
Was that the Chloe years? or
No, but that room was also huge.
Yeah.
I don't do small rooms.
I like that.
I've all my time in New York, I've had one small room and I hated it.
Yeah.
Actually, I've had two, but one had a brick wall, so it was like,
Ooh,
you know,
the-
very trendy, very good light.
That's such a 20s. Like, oh, I got one of those apartments with a brick wall.
Yeah, I got
That's-
an exposed brick wall, and a living room. I'm killing it.
Yeah, my apartment's a hallway.
Yeah, exactly. It was like looking back, I'm like, oh, but then the other roommate who had the big room moved out, and so I got her
You
room.
upgraded.
I upgraded, and I stayed there for like 5 years.
Oh no,
It was
that was
awesome.
Brooklyn.
That was in Brooklyn. Yeah,
Very
I
nice.
still miss the light from that room. It was so
Oh, a
pretty.
little natural light.
A little natural light. Okay, we're getting off topic here. Gabe Mollica. All right.
Yeah, we can talk about the boozing.
Yeah.
Um,
Give me some stories. I can't imagine you being a not put together human being.
yeah, I would get like I got really wasted one time, and Hamilton had these giant bushes, and it would snow, so there'd be like a foot of snow on it, and it kind of looked like this pillow.
Oh no.
We'd be like walking to a party. I'd be like in a suit. I'd be like, I bet you guys don't think I could dive into that. And they'd be like, no, you can't like dive into a bush. I was like, no. Like, I bet I could land on that softly, just like through the bush, like sticks through my arm, like going to the med center next day, just like gushing blood.
Yeah.
My first night of college ever my first like choir party, I like thought I could. I know it's a real phrase. I thought I could drink because I was like a drink in high school, and we have dinner beforehand with like a small group of us, and we go to this big party, and I'm just like ripping shots, and like, I got so wasted that they called the EMTs,
Yeah.
and the EMTs come in front of like the whole school, basically everyone I'm gonna be friends with for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm in front of, and the EMTs are trying to decide like, do we take him to the hospital or do we let him just like have a terrible hangover
Yeah.
and stay here? And they're like asking me questions, and I'll never forget. They'll be like, "Who's the president?" And I was like, "Barack Obama. I was too young to vote for him the first time, but I'll vote for him this next time." And they were like, "He can stay." Like, I was like doing bits, and I woke up the next day and just like 24-hour hangover, just like
Yeah.
the worst pain in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to have like when they call the EMTs and they're making a ambulance or no ambulance decision, they file a report, and you have to like have a meeting with the counselor.
Oh.
And they're like, "Are you gonna do this again?" I was like, "No, never."
Yeah.
I'm so
Next
sorry.
week, you're like, call Susan.
Yeah.
I need her stethoscope.
But honestly, it was a good, nice, soft first bottom where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I need to be more careful because
Yeah.
5 beers in
Yeah.
high school is different than like ripping shots in
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
And then it slowly, I guess I peaked kind of like, there was like a freshman year blip and then like a senior year blip where I was like really going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, have you ever heard of Candide? It's a musical. No, probably not. It's like kind of an obscure one.
God, you're a dork.
I am a dork. And there's a song you're going to like this. There's a song in Candide.
Better believe it.
There's a song in Candide called Glitter and Be Gay. And it's like this like big, it's like an operatic tune. It's really hard to sing.
Can you
So-
sing?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to do Glitter and Be Gay. So
What the hell did I bring you on for?
it's like a Kristen Chenoweth song. Do you know her?
Oh, yeah, I
She's-
know
yeah,
Kristen Chenoweth.
It's like
so
that.
small.
Tiny.
I
Big
saw her at a
voice.
hospital. Very tiny.
Really?
Yeah, my friend had cancer, and she's fine. She's fine
That's
now.
good.
She's doing great. Good job, Vanessa. But she was sitting there, and then Kristen Chenoweth came out, and we were like, "Is that Kristen Chenoweth?" She's in her wheelchair. We're all like around her. Is that Kristen Chenoweth? Is that Kristen Chenoweth? And she goes, "Hi, y'all.
She knew.
You feeling better?" And we're like, and she was like, "Yeah, much better."
It's like, oh my god, I think my cancer's gone.
Yeah,
Kristen
she was
Chenoweth
literally-
graced us.
My friend had cancer, and Kristen was half the size of my friend with cancer. It was crazy. It's like, get that girl some food.
Yeah, she needs to eat.
Yeah.
So she's like a legend. She sings the song "Glitter and Be Gay," and I played the role of Candide. And so we had a party called Glitter or Be Gabe, where you could dress up in all glitter, like glue glitter to yourself, or just like wear what Gabe would wear. And so it's like football jerseys,
Yeah.
like it was like gay guys in like basketball t-shirts. I was
Yeah.
like, this is great. The straight guys are in glitter, the gay guys are in sports jerseys. I was
Yeah,
like, this
yeah.
is perfect. And that was another one where they were like, do we call the EMTs? I was like, no, like not again.
Yeah. I don't want to go back to that counselor.
I
She
can't
was
go-
judgy.
the counselor, the oldest building on campus was the health center.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was 1968 building.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a woman behind the desk a large woman who didn't want to get up to like move the glass to say hello. So she would have a stick and it had beads on it. And she would like sit there and like push the window open. And it was like, hello, Wazowski. Like it was one of those monsters thing. And then she'd close the door. So the most depressing place in the world. And there was a giant puzzle in the waiting room. And I was like, well, this is a metaphor.
Yeah.
Like, I might have an STD and there's this.
Oh my goodness. You had an STD?
No, but I mean, easily could have.
Yeah?
There's a lot of choir hooking up, you know.
Yeah?
And the first time you're like, is that friction or is that a bump? You know, like you're like getting your friends to look at your dick, you know.
Yeah.
Like the fear is worse than sometimes the actual thing. 'Cause the
Yes.
actual thing is like, you take this medicine and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm dirty.
Yeah,
You don't
I
know.
know.
You don't
Yeah.
know. And now there's no judgment. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, no one cares anymore. They're
Yeah.
like, you have health insurance?
Yeah,
good for you. That's incredible.
Tiny copay.
Yeah, tiny $30, girl. You're killing it.
Yeah.
I have full blown herpes,
Yeah,
but
having herpes,
you're killing it.
Having herpes and a treatment for it is a status symbol.
I know.
In 2023,
It
you're
is.
totally right.
It is. You've made it.
Yeah, you're-
Okay.
Well, you got that great HPV joke.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But I no longer have HPV. Isn't
It
that
can
great?
go away? I didn't
yeah,
know that.
it goes away if you take a vitamin.
Just a vitamin.
Yeah, I had it's called the precancerous kind, but it's the most common kind. But then if you take a vitamin, it naturally clears up on its own, or it can naturally clear up. And mine did. I
Very
tested negative. So
Hell yeah. Well, and guys like have it, but they don't know, right? Or like your
guys can have it and you don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, I know. So you got it. Yeah. But usually guys, if they do know that they have it, it's because they have the warts.
Oh.
There's the warty kind and then there's the cancer kind.
Oh, tough options.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
Rock in a hard place. Is there a third, please?
Yeah.
None of the above.
The third is it goes away. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Not a wart in sight.
If you ask,
Only
God,
on my hands. I give a real warty hand job. I'm so sorry.
if you ask men, like, do you want the cancer kind or the warty kind? Like, where are the warts?
Yeah. What do you mean by warts? How big are they? Do they go away? Can I freeze them off or bite them off?
Can I bite them?
I used to have a wart on my finger here. I know everybody's so hard. And I used to bite it off. It would come back, and then I'd bite it off, and then it would come back, and I would
You
just
walk
bite
the
it off.
walk, Caitlin. That is not. That's
And
what's
now
fun.
it's gone. It's
That-
gone forever.
That's what's fun about watching you on stage, where you're like, you're playing a character at a certain point, but I'm like also like, no, she's
Yeah.
in there, she's biting warts.
Yeah, it's like 10. My persona on stage is 10 times what I am. You know what I mean? That's what they
truth.
always say. There's always everybody's 10 times what they are in real life.
Oh,
You're
interesting.
an exaggerated version of yourself. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm a person who bites off her warts and ridicules all men who come in front of her. Yeah.
That's a deep riff. If you're riffing on stage, I bite off warts.
I bite off horse. If you know, you know. Yeah, it was so disgusting. I look back at it and I'm like, oh, what a weird kid. That's a weird person.
I have not told you this. I did like a talk with Hamilton College about the solo show, and like a couple alumni came who were in DC, And they were like, we just went to a comedy show. We saw Mateo Lane and Caitlin Peluffo. And
Oh,
they're
yeah?
amazing. Like, he could not stop talking about it. And I
Oh,
was like,
my
please, back to
God.
the solar show.
Yeah.
Please. I'm an artist. But
what
it really
city
made-
were they in?
They were in D.C.
Oh,
And
right,
then
right,
and
right.
then did you played Hamilton, didn't you? With Mateo?
We might have. Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
have a shirt.
Yeah, because I saw Hamilton like post Mateo, and then underneath it said with Caitlin Peluffo. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's
I
where
was there.
That's where I
That's crazy.
that's where I dressed up in glitter.
So small.
Tiny.
little
Nothing to
college.
do.
Sweet kids, though. Very sweet.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had more of a drinking. So Hamilton has a. Oh, I can tell you this. I was on the streaking team in college,
God.
varsity.
All right. Varsity streaking.
Yeah,
huh?
there's a whole
That's
documentary.
How big it is. Okay.
And there's a documentary from before I
That was
get.
funny.
What was the riff?
No, I said varsity. Oh, it's that big? as if they measure your penis. That's how they determine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did we just not get it? Is
Yeah.
that all right? Okay.
Wait to see how the women get it. And so what you do is it was during finals week, accepted students day. Those are the two big ones, finals and accepted students day. And you'd start like in the basement of the library,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd take a backpack and something to cover your face, and you'd take off all your clothes, and you'd count off. One at the front. We did it from as many as like 25 to like 120, which is like most of the school.
Yeah.
And you'd count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you have the number, and then you have a route. You run through the library naked. People scream. You go through the library. They got in real big trouble one time. So basically, you go through the campus. Dining halls became outlawed because there's penises and food.
Yeah.
Like you got to
It's not
near the
healthy.
waffle maker.
Yeah.
Just like give
Someone's
us some
getting a
space.
burn.
It's in the air. We just don't want
Yeah.
it. It's not sanitary. And then you run to the other side of campus to another basement, and then you count off again, and you like make sure that you didn't lose anybody.
Yeah.
A naked soul on the way. So I did that, but that was a sober activity.
That was so. Of course. Why
Yeah.
would you do that drunk?
Yeah.
Did you do it in the snow?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
I know.
Horrific.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's true.
And the documentary was made probably in like 2005, 2006, and like Fox News picked it up, and they were
Really?
like, "These dirty college kids are running around naked," and the guy who ran like the hiking outing club, he was like he was the person in the administration that could like talk to the students. He was like, "Hey guys, like let me just give it. I'm the cool teacher."
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. He goes, "I just want to make sure nobody ends up on the pedophile list for like streaking in front of children."
That's honestly very smart thinking.
Yeah, it made sense. I was like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't like do it when
Yeah.
there's like little children around.
Yeah. That makes sense. What's that?
Not everybody was swinging, let me tell you.
If it was that cold out, I believe it.
Yeah, it was freezing. Cold nips.
Oh, the nipples were cold.
Yeah,
just the nipples.
First thing to freeze. let me tell you.
Yeah, I
Never experienced.
mean, bridges and nipples. That's it.
Yeah, in San Diego, you'd be like, cool. Everyone's
Yeah.
probably got a great bod, but you're in the middle of the woods. People,
I don't think. Yeah, I guess people had a lot of great. It was a lot of
not like shirtless guys.
a lot of shirtless guys, a lot of
Mhm.
athletes.
Mhm.
Because we were a big public school, UC San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Oh,
so
basketball too, right?
good basketball.
Why
We were
Leonard?
D2 technically, but we
Mhm.
had some because of sizing. We had some D1 sports like water polo. We were D1 and volleyball, I believe.
Fun.
Yeah.
Hot people sports. Both
Hot
of those.
people sports. I mean, these people.
You'd
We
see-
just didn't have a football team. That was
Oh,
it. Which is
sure.
honestly, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
we
those
don't need
guys
them.
Hamilton had a football team. I was there for 4 years. We won one game.
Good for you. There's nothing sadder than CTE on a losing team.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
We had a basketball team, and I met this kid. I had a friend who was religious, and he was like, "I want somebody to go to church with me." So I was like, "I'll go to church with you, whatever." Go to church. There's this like 5'8" Asian kid. I meet him. Hello, my name's Joseph. Great, we meet. I go, "What do you do?" He's like, "I play basketball." So I think nothing of it. I'm like, "You're a little small to play basketball." He's like, "Yeah, like I went to prep school. I really wanted to play in
Mhm.
college, whatever." 2 weeks later, Lynn Sanity happens. Jeremy Lynn, Madison
Uh-huh.
Square Garden. Turns out Joseph Lynn is Jeremy Lynn's little brother.
Whoa.
So at the height of Linsanity, like it's happening right now. Jeremy Lynn's like coming to Hamilton College to like watch his little brother play basketball. He's like the most famous person in the world
Oh,
for those 3 weeks.
wow.
We're like, there he is.
Yeah. What a supportive older brother.
Yeah. But I remember like wow, 5'8" Asian guy on the basketball team. Like, that's got to be tough.
Yeah.
Even in D3.
Yeah, yeah,
You got to
yeah.
be kind of tall, 6'3" at least.
Did he do okay?
He did okay. I think he played like in like Taiwan or something.
Oh,
they
good
all
for
play
you.
professionally.
Good
Yeah.
for him. Joseph. Go get him, Joe. So when did you decide to stop drinking?
I decided to stop drinking. You know, I feel like you're the fun one in relationships.
Thank you.
Because I've been
recognizing.
both. I've been the fun one and I've been the straight-laced one. It's way more fun to be the fun one.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because my dad's the fun one and my mom's always stressed. I'm like, my dad seems to be having a great time.
Yeah,
I don't know what his responsibilities are. He's like
Yeah.
betting horses and going to the bar.
I know.
My mom's like, I made dinner. My dad's like, I'm at the bar and there's a
Yeah.
gambling machine right there.
Yeah.
And so in one of those relationships where I was not the fun one, it was
Mm.
like with this British woman who would get drunk and scream at me.
Oh,
And I
no.
was like, oh, I hate this. Like,
Yeah.
I need to separate this was old Gabe.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
was glitter and be Gabe.
Yeah.
But it's time to kind of move on. Because, you know, you're like carrying somebody home. They just like don't know how to do it.
Yes.
And they were older. And I was like,
Mhm.
ooh, I don't want to be that.
Yes.
Because when they're younger, you're like, they don't know. They're 18,
Mhm.
whatever.
They'll learn a lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of what did it for me. And then like, I just love food a lot. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to prioritize just like, I get to kind of eat, not whatever I want because I'm, you know, want to be healthy, but I'm like, oh, I got to save some.
Yeah.
some
Yeah. Save the
freaking
calories.
calories.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, it's
My
pretty
favorite thing to do is eat a beautiful meal and have a lovely glass of wine.
cool. See that.
I mean,
Caitlin.
queen of sophistication up here in her
Yeah.
Milwaukee's best. But I do. I love it. That's what Steve and I did last night.
Very nice.
And then our problem was that afterwards we were like, we should get a nightcap. And so then we went and we had fancy cocktails. And then I woke
Ooh.
up this morning and I was like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
That's so dumb because
Yeah.
it's not that I'm hungover. My brain's working fine. It's just my stomach feels queasy.
Mm.
And so it's like, man, it's probably time to,
Sometimes your body just like tells you.
yeah. Your
For me,
body
it's
lets
like,
you know.
did I have gummy bears at 2 a.m? Because it's 2 the next day. I'm like, and I feel them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a lump in here.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
like,
just like,
God,
something's
God,
not
you-
quite right.
You burp and you're like, oh, I had linguine, I had fettuccine or whatever the hell.
And sometimes it's like a huge pain in the ass. You're like, oh, chicken fingers. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
But also it's like, oh, your body's maturing. We're like telling you how to live your life.
Yeah.
You just fucking listen. You're so
Yeah.
stupid. You just love gummy bears.
Yeah, it's almost like I refuse to listen to it because I'm like I'm very much in my routine. I have my
Yeah.
schedule. I have my lattes.
And you're traveling.
Mhm.
The travel food is like, Berbiglia has that joke. He's like, good food goes to bed early. Bad food's open all night long.
Yes.
So how do you do it on the road? Because like, do you try to figure out like your routine?
Well, I usually try and save as much potty as possible. What am I saying? As much money as possible because I take a lot of shit gigs. But now I'm doing some better gigs.
That's what I'm talking
So I think what's his name? I just worked with him. Michael Yo. I worked with him at the Cellar in Las Vegas. He says that he gets picked up from the airport and goes straight to the grocery store.
about.
And then he
Ooh.
just buys what he needs from the grocery store and requests a microwave in his hotel room. And so that's what he does. He has a fridge and a microwave and he just eats a bunch of fruit.
And he looks good.
He looks great.
Yeah.
He looks great.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So then he was just like, well, then I just eat at home and I end up saving money.
Sure.
And then you're not eating at the comedy club, which is
Yeah,
like
that's-
chicken fingers and shit like
that's
that.
death.
You
yeah.
bring your own like microwavable meal there.
That's smart.
That's
Are
what
you-
Mateo Lane does too. He brings his own meals.
Whatever he's doing.
I
Give me 2 of that.
hubba. Yo, 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 yo. Okay, sorry.
I know. I feel that way too. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I know. He's a studly man.
And then you see him in person, and you're like, he's even more handsome.
I
than
know.
thought.
I know. And he can sing and he can draw.
Unbelievable.
You can sing. Let's hear you sing.
I can sing.
Come on, let's hear it.
The sun'll come out
That's nice.
tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
That's good.
Thank you. I was all state choir. There'll be sun.
All state?
All state. I was all state choir.
Is that like varsity on the streaking team?
That,
Or
yes.
is that...
Yeah, we all had big dicks, and I sang tenor one.
All right.
Yeah, literally that.
Thank you. Yeah.
So that was a hotel room in Rochester, New York, for 4 days, with 35 of the best voice part in every. So like 35 tenor ones, 35 tenor twos, 35. Like
Wow.
so, just like the most sexually repressed teenagers you've ever met. And like I was told later that people were hooking up. I was like, people were hooking up at the hotel?
Where was I?
Yeah.
What the hell? I would have helped.
Yeah, I could have watched her giving notes or something.
Giving notes. No way.
These girls are on top.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can't believe they're on top. Oh man.
Renan's getting a lap dance.
Yeah. Does she make you laugh? Oh Jesus. Oh, well, Gabe, this has been fun. This is
really
the point in the episode where I like to ask if there are any stories we did not get to.
Oh goodness. God, I was really digging. Because I've been so straight-laced for so long.
For so long.
I don't think so, but if I do, I'll text you.
Good. That'll be helpful for this podcast.
I'm sorry.
You have a week and a half. No, I'm kidding. Well, this was great. Again,
Yeah.
tell people where they can find you and about the solo show.
Yeah, I'm doing the solo show. We're doing 6 more weeks, starting January
Wow.
11th.
Great.
And it's like a theater every night. And we're doing it in LA, January 27th and 28th.
Beautiful.
And hopefully we'll just keep extending and touring, and we'll
Mhm.
do the whole country. But and if you DM me, I'll give you a promo code. And you can
There
see
we
the show.
go. I gotta come see it. I haven't
Oh yeah,
seen
you're
it yet.
invited anytime. Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna come. Do I get a free ticket?
Oh
or a
yeah,
promo
yeah.
code? Free ticket.
No promo. Caitlin's above a
Come
promo code. If you're
on.
listening to this, your promo code. But if you're Caitlin, you're
Thank
free as
you.
can be.
Thank you. But I do want to come. I heard great things.
Oh, thank you.
So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. And I'll see you in Astoria.
I can't wait.
Bye.
Bye.